Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today for our grand annual day celebration, we begin this evening by uniting our hearts and voices in a timeless tradition, the singing of our school anthem. This anthem serves as a harmonious reminder of our shared journey, values, and aspirations. Please rise as we immerse ourselves in the melody that resonates with the very spirit of our school.
A warm and resplendent evening awaits us, and it is with immense pleasure that we extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Our annual day is a celebration of talent, dedication, and unity, and your presence here adds an extra layer of brilliance to this special occasion. So, without further ado, let the festivities commence. And may this evening be as joyous and memorable as the welcome you've just received. We now call upon Master Dennis K. Robin to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to one and all. We have all gathered here today to celebrate the culmination of talent, passion, and hard work, to celebrate the 63rd annual day of our school. Amongst us, we have a personality who created waves in our city through her exemplary service as the collector a few years back during the devastating floods. We have a true hero and inspiration to the present and future generation, Dr. K. Vasugi IAS. We welcome you, ma'am, to this gathering. I would like to invite our dear principals, Father Salvin Augustine S.J., Principal, Loyola School, the Principal of the CBSE section, Father Royal XSJ, Vice Principal of the CBSE section, Sister Gigi, to this gathering. It is your love and support that drives us to conquer heights and leap for glory. Welcome, dear fathers. Welcome, ma'am. I would also like to welcome Sonia ma'am, our staff secretary, and Rakesh sir, our PTA president, to this gathering. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, sir. I would like to welcome, on behalf of all the students, our beloved teachers who are the backbone of our institution, to this assembly. Your dedication, passion, and tireless efforts have shaped the minds of our students and contributed to the success of our school. Your unwavering commitment to education and, more importantly, raising us as responsible individuals is the reason why Loyola's name soars so high and proud. Welcome, dear teachers. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the vital role our non-teaching staff play in our school. From keeping the campus neat and tidy to helping us with each and everything, even hosting Trivandrum's greatest inter-school fest, our dear uncles and aunties play one of the most crucial roles in our school. It is with great joy that I invite you all to this event. Welcome, dear uncles. Welcome, dear aunties. A heartfelt welcome also goes out to the parents who play an integral role in our students' life. Your encouragement, guidance, and partnership are essential for the overall growth and success of our young minds. We are privileged to have you as our partners in this journey of nurturing future leaders. Welcome, dear parents. Last, but certainly not the least, a warm welcome to all my wonderful Loyalites. You are the reason we are all gathered here today. Your enthusiasm, curiosity, and achievements make our entire school immensely proud. Today is a celebration of your hard work, talents, and the milestones you have achieved throughout the year. Welcome, fellow Loyalites. Once again, I would like to welcome all of you present here to this solemn gathering. Thank you, Magus.
Thank you, Master Dennis, our prized school leader. In the hallowed corridors of wisdom, there stands a mentor, a visionary, Father Roy Alex S.J. As we eagerly anticipate his presidential address, let us open up our hearts and minds to the words that shall guide us, inspire us, and shape the future of our beloved institution. Please join me in welcoming Father Roy Alex S.J. to the podium.
Dr. K. Vasagi, IAS, the chief guest of the day. Reverend Father Salvin Augustine S.J., the principal of the ICSE school. Ragged sir, Sonia ma'am, Joy sir, James sir, dear teachers, my dear parents, and students in the auditorium, students who are in the makeup room. We are now on the third day of our annual day celebrations. The first day, the theater day, featured a gripping and powerful show on the stage, filled with the intense human emotions that left everyone exhilarated. The second day delighted us with adorable moments as the stage came alive with our school's little angels, captivating the packed auditorium with their vibrant and enchanting performances. Now, anticipation builds for the upcoming dazzling acts by our senior school students. The significance of the annual day lies in its role as a momentous occasion where parents, teachers, students, and relatives converge to joyously commemorate the accomplishments and talents exhibited by our students throughout the year. It serves as a collective platform for the community to appreciate and applaud the efforts and achievements of the young minds, fostering a sense of unity and pride in the shared journey of education and growth. While material gifts hold value, the most profound offering to your children, dear parents, transcends tangible items. It's a gift of your time and unwavering assurance that you stand beside them. You give them valuable gifts, but if you can give them your time, if you can accompany them, if you can be with them in their difficult moments, that might be the greatest gift that you can offer to your children. Your mere presence in this auditorium becomes a powerful source of confidence for all of them. In this age of information, abundant information at our fingertips, what role does a school play amidst the wealth of knowledge and facts? It is crucial to recognize that true education goes beyond the acquisition of facts. Our school serves a crucible, refining and molding individuals into citizens of integrity, compassion, and resilience. It is within these school walls that we impart values, instill a sense of responsibility, and foster the development of character. So, education is not merely about what we know, but about who we become in the process. Education is not merely about what we know, but about who we become in the process. So, dear parents and students, in our classrooms, we go beyond textbooks, delving into the realms of critical thinking, empathy, and ethical decision making. We strongly believe that character formation is not a byproduct of education. Character formation is not a byproduct of education. We strongly believe it is at the core of our mission. Our teachers, mentors, and the school community collectively contribute to crafting individuals who not only excel academically, but also exhibit qualities that contribute positively to the society. Under the creative and visionary leadership of Father Salvin Agustin Este, we have executed several programs to mold and shape our young children into wonderful human beings in this world. Thank you, Father Salvin, for spearheading this process of transformation. Together, let us continue to cultivate a student-oriented campus that nurtures holistic development, where knowledge and character intertwine to create citizens who can navigate the complexities of the world with wisdom, integrity, and commitment to the society. Together, dear parents, may we give our children the roots to grow and the wings to fly. Together, dear parents, may we give our children the roots to grow and the wings to fly. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Lead me from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. We request all the dignitaries to come together on stage to inaugurate the ceremony by taking part in the lighting of the lamp. Without further delay, let's light up this inaugural event and infuse our annual day with the spirit of this exciting new beginning.
Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय.
Thank you. May the rays of light bring hope and prosperity into our lives. The moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. With great honor and anticipation, we now move on to the inauguration and the keynote address by our esteemed chief guest, Dr. K. Vasuki, IAS. This ceremony is a symbol of new beginnings, and we look forward to the wisdom and inspiration that our chief guest will impart upon us all.
So, very good evening to all of you gathered here. First and foremost, let me thank you for making me part of your celebrations and giving me an opportunity to share some of my thoughts with you. I wanted to talk to you about a lot of things, but the time is very limited. And so I want to just share with you what I have learned, starting from a very simple girl from a simple family to an IAS officer who is into the various positions in government. So I was hearing our father Roy Alex, the principal, talking about various value system that we need to incorporate within our lives and our children's lives. So in that one value that I would like to incorporate is about responsibility. So in this world, increasingly, we are all becoming very busy. Our lifestyle is such that we've all become very busy people. That's how the current modern hectic lifestyle has made us all to be. So in this kind of a lifestyle, we always believe that when it comes to bigger things in life, when there are some problems that are facing us, we always believe that it is not my responsibility. It is somebody else's responsibility. We blame sometimes the government, sometimes the leaders. So we always want to, pass on the responsibility. And somehow, as an ordinary citizen, sometimes we forget what our responsibilities are to this world. We are all part of this planet, this earth. We equally take resources from this planet, our Mother Earth, and therefore, when we are taking from her, each of us equally owe it to her. Each of us owe it to our Mother Earth, our responsibility to protect her. So in this line, I have learned a lot of things. We always believe that, many of you might have already known that I do campaign for environmental sustainability, climate change, and sustainable lifestyle. So whenever we talk about environmental pollution, climate change, or whatever, we always believe that, it is something happening somewhere and, there is nothing much I can do, or I have to do, or I need to do. So it is not my responsibility. Climate change is not my responsibility. Sustainable lifestyle is not my responsibility, is the popular thinking that most of us have. So here, I hope in the next few minutes that I have been given, I hope the future citizens of our country, these young and beautiful children, they are going to be the future leaders of our society. They are going to be the future citizens of this planet Earth. So I hope in the next few minutes I can change some of that thinking. So before going there, I would like to start with a small story of a young boy. Or the story can be also about a young girl. Okay. The story goes like this. Once a man was walking on a beach. Okay. It was a beautiful beach. And a man was walking on the beach. In that particular year, due to some natural phenomenon, the tides were exceptionally low and high. And therefore, it was also the season of starfish breeding. So because the starfishes were breeding at that time, whenever the high tide came in, it left behind a lot of baby starfishes. So a lot of these baby starfishes were left on the beach, and when the tide receded, they couldn't go back to the sea. And between the tides, the sun was a very scorching sun. The heat was very high, and many starfishes were dying. So a man, while walking on the beach, saw this young boy picking up one starfish at a time, or maybe 3 or 4 starfishes at a time, and putting back into the sea. So he kept doing this. He went back and forth, picking these starfishes and going and putting it back to the sea. So the beach was a very long one, extending for miles, and this phenomenon was happening for a very, very long line of beach. So the man asked the boy, "What difference can you make? The beach is so long, and there are thousands of starfishes that are going to die. What difference are you going to make?" So the man, as he picked up another baby starfish and he was walking to the sea, he said, "To this starfish, I'm making a huge difference." Okay, so even if it is one life at a time, I'm making a huge difference to this starfish. The man was taken aback. He was taken aback at the wisdom of such a young boy. And so he got inspired by the boy, and then he created a community of people, in those whichever villages were there falling along these beaches. He created a community. And it was because it was this particular season that this unfortunate phenomenon was happening. The people of the village gathered, and then they could rescue as many baby starfishes as possible. Why I'm saying is that this young boy is a normal human being. He's a very small boy. But just by setting an example of how love and compassion for another life can change that particular life, he has inspired 1,000 other people. So I only wish that each and every one of us, no matter where we are and what we do, can inspire the people around us by setting such a great example. Now, I don't know this story is true or not, but ever since I heard this story, ever since I was a child, I was inspired by this young boy's story. Later, I've also found many individuals who are nothing. They were not great people, they didn't have great education, but the greatness in them made them, inspire thousands of people. I met one such person called Rajendra Singh. As you were aware, we had elections in Rajasthan, and I was posted in Rajasthan in Alwar district for my elections. I always believe in Paulo Coelho's words, universe conspires, for those who dream. So I've always wanted, deep in my heart, I've always admired this Rajendra Singh because I've learned about him even before, because he's a person who works great for environmental sustainability. So I've heard about this man. He's called the Green Man of Rajasthan, or the Water Man of Rajasthan. So when I went, it was, luckily I was posted in Alwar district itself, that is where this person was in my constituency, where I was posted as for election observer duty. So when I came to know that he belongs to the same place that I was working, so one day I took the time to go. As a matter of fact, it was on the day of Diwali. I went and I had one of the best Diwali celebrations of my time. Because, he showed me all his wonderful work. So when I was spending that day with him, one of his assistants told me how he started off. Now, this Rajendra Singh was a very normal human being. He was an Ayurveda doctor. He was an Ayurveda doctor, but somehow he wanted to do something more. He wanted to do some community work. He wanted to change the community that he is working for. So he wanted to do more, not just practice Ayurveda, but also do something more for his people. So he didn't know where to start because he's, just completed his Ayurveda graduation and he didn't know where to start. So one day, this story is amazing, One day he just decided to take a random bus, some bus in the bus station that he was there in his town. He took that bus and he said, whichever this bus is the last, remotest stop, you drop me there. So the bus went to the most remote part of the village, and the driver said, this is the most remote this bus service is getting to, so you can get down here if you want to. So he got down. It was almost like a desert. You know Rajasthan, right? Mostly arid desert areas. So when he got down in the village, he went and talked to people. This was like 30, 40 years back. So he talked to the people he wanted to talk to the people and understand if they have any problems. But the villagers, they've never seen a stranger coming and talking to them like this. So they didn't even respond properly because they were very suspicious of this guy. They didn't even want to trust him. So he decided, okay, if people have to trust me, then I have to stay here for 2 or 3 days. So he just took some help from the local villagers and he stayed there itself. He had nothing in his hand. He just stayed there in the village with the hospitality of the villagers. So looking at him stay there, one elderly person came. So if you really want to help us, bring us water. So he said, how can I bring water? I'm just an Ayurveda doctor. I don't know anything about water. So the elderly man said that we will teach you. I'm old, but you're young. Maybe people will listen to you. So this young Ayurveda doctor had the humility to learn from an old illiterate man. So he learned from this illiterate man how to do water conservation and how to bring water into the village. It so started. So he started working on water conservation. Kerala is blessed with water. Rajasthan is not. So their water is a very, very important resource. So he started working on this water conservation. And you know how many lakes? I saw one of those lakes, and it was not a small lake. It was huge. It was a very big lake. Even tigers and deers come and drink water from these lakes. Because I was in Sariska Tiger Reserve. My constituency also fell under Sariska Tiger Reserve. So even tigers come and drink water from his lakes is what he was proudly telling me. And you know how many lakes he had created like that with community work? Around 12,800 lakes. And he has transformed the landscape of many Rajasthan villages. He brought back farming in many Rajasthan villages so that, the people of that village need not have to go outside for job. The reason I'm talking about these two stories of a young boy and Sri Rajendra Singh is because, each one of us can become someone like these people. Each one of us, no matter what we do, no matter what we are, no matter what our educational status, no matter what our capabilities are, each one of us, all we need to have is the heart to make a difference in this world. With that note, let me ask you this question. Why did you call me as a chief guest to this program? Can anybody answer? May I ask the principal why he called me to be the chief guest for this program? Because of the floods. Okay, that's so nice. Okay, but there are so many people who contributed for the floods, isn't it? How many of them did you call? None? So why me? More than me, there were so many people who contributed for the floods. They worked harder than me. They devoted more physical labor. But why did you call only me? Okay. I'm still looking for one word. Can anybody say? Do you think if I was not, let me put this word, successful, you would have invited me? Would you think you would have invited me? Don't we always get inspiration from successful people, right? The so called successful people, isn't it so? Yes? So if somebody is not successful, we feel that, it's not a great inspiration or whatever. This is the usual thinking we have, right? So all of us aspire for success, isn't it? All of us aspire for success. As parents, we also teach our children to become successful, right? So, can anybody tell me what exactly is this success? Can you think about it just a moment? Just try to answer yourself, or if somebody would like to come over the stage and tell me what success is, or I don't know, anybody. Can anybody tell me what is success? Define success. Can anybody do that? Anybody wants to attempt? Any student? No? Somebody is coming? Oh yes, I can see a girl. No, boy. Oh, I thought. Yeah, okay. Very good. Give him a big hand. What's your name?
Gaurav,
Okay, very good hand to Gaurav. Which class?
9A1.
9A1 Gaurav. Big hand to him. So, what do you understand by the word success?
In my personal opinion, I don't think so. Like success is about getting awards or achievements or anything like that. It's more about like proving your worth to other people, by using such other means, by through your heart or through your words or something like that. That's what my basic idea of success is, rather than awards or achievements.
Wonderful, wonderful Gaurav. I mean, for a 9th standard boy, he's really great. Thank you, thank you. So, I don't know how he developed that insight. That's amazing. But he did mention one beautiful thing, I mean, he doesn't believe in success, but he said that, proving our worth to other people. So, which is, I don't know where from he derived this. I'm really surprised. So, he is saying that, proving our worth to other people, right? So, that is what has become success, right? And in proving our worth to people, when I started thinking about this, why is that we're all striving towards success? Why is that we're all running towards success? I tried to analyze my own, I was trying to do postmortem on my own psychological makeup. Then I understood that it is essentially boils down to this particular statement, proving our worth to other people. I've always wanted to prove myself to the entire world. Okay, I've always wanted to prove myself to the entire world. But why do we want to prove ourselves to the entire world? Can anybody say that? I'm now looking for another word, just one word. Why do we want to prove ourselves to the world? Why do we keep running behind success? Why is success so important? What are we expecting to gain when we become successful? What is that we are trying to achieve by becoming successful? Huh? Respect? So, why do we want respect from other people? So they like the fact. So what if they like the fact? What do they gain out of other people giving us respect? Can anybody say? It could be anybody, teachers, parents, anybody. Sorry? To make our life meaningful. Yes, I agree. Yes, again, Gaurav wants to say. To inspire. To inspire. Okay, I agree. But is it just because we want to inspire? What are we trying to gain by inspiring others?
In my opinion, is so that we can make other people like reciprocate our own ideas, so that we'll both
Okay.
have like all of a mutual understanding of like
Okay.
a certain concept or anything or certain idea.
Is that why we are striving behind success?
In my opinion, that's what I think. Like so that you can inspire other people, so that they also have like a similar understanding of your views, or just like
Okay,
to open their
okay.
minds. That's what I mean.
Okay, yeah, that's good, Gaurav. That's a very good perspective. Thank you. Somebody else is also coming. I'm still looking for that one word for which we are all running all through our life. Yes.
Is it to improve our social status?
Yes, we are trying to improve our social status. No, don't go. Come here. So it is to improve our social status. What are we trying to gain by improving our social status? If you gain all the respect and your social status and everything, what would you think will happen? You can make an impact on others. So, how would that make you feel?
People will recognize more of me.
So, somebody else is also coming. You're coming to talk? Your good name? Abhiraj. Let's give a big hand to Abhiraj. Yes. Now, let's give a chance to your name? Anantha Krishnan. From which class? 9A. 9A. A lot of students from 9A. Okay, Anantha Krishnan from 9A.
So, ma'am, if we become successful and people know us, then maybe they will know in which all areas we can help them.
Okay.
So, if we like prove ourselves to the world will know where they can seek us, in which field they can help us.
Okay.
So, it will be like helping people.
But how will that make you feel? What do you think?
When we can be satisfied,
You can be satisfied.
Yes.
So when you're satisfied, how will you feel?
happy.
Happy. Exactly. Ananda Krishnan, thank you for saying that word. Happy. Okay. So this is the word I was looking for. I took this time only because these are things which we generally don't think about in our life. Every step that we take is with the intention or the expectation that this will make us happy. Is it true or not? Right? So we think that if I become a successful so and so, or such and such place, or such and such a job, or such and such a career, or money, or whatever, it'll make me happy. Right? But we don't consciously do this thinking. We don't consciously think of it this way. So I was also like that, because that is what the society teaches us. See, yes, there is a huge significant part of me which wanted me to help people. But at the same time, there are certain, as somebody, Anantha Krishnan was saying, social status. The social status is something that society teaches us. We are all human beings, we all have this genuine intention of helping others. It is there in every human being. Whether we realize it or not, it is there in every human being. When another human being is in distress, the human in us would always want to help them. That is a natural intention. But there is another aspect, there is another aspect called social status. So success and social status has become equivalent. I don't know if I was a farmer, I would have been called for this inaugural function and I was requested to make a inaugural speech. How many farmers have we invited? We don't, right? We don't recognize their beautiful contribution to, we can't even live without the food that they produce. But how many times do we invite a farmer as a chief guest? Because our society, have you ever thought about this? Because what I understood is that the current definition of success, the modern lifestyle's definition of success, is defined only if it has one or the two or all of the following components. Today's modern day success has to have these following components. What components? I realized there were 3 components. One is power, money, and fame. Isn't it? So if somebody doesn't have power or money or fame or some combination of all these 3, either 2 or 3 or all the 3, okay, I don't think we consider them as successful. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Yes? So either he is to be famous, even if he does good work, at least he has to be famous. Then we will accept that the person is successful. Okay, or he has to have money, or somebody has to be powerful. So otherwise, our society doesn't want to recognize them as success. So this current definition of success where does it come from? It's a long history. It's a very long history, which I don't have the time to get inside, but all I can sum it up in one word is the consumerist society. The kind of consumerism, the kind of consumerist lifestyle that we have developed over the years has come to define success in these terms. But, and make us believe that, if we succeed in these terms and get the social status that the consumerist economy teaches us, we'll be happy. All of us are made to believe that this is the way how life is to be lived. This is the road for happiness, and all of us should keep running in this road. And we keep running and running and running without ever having the time to think whether actually we are reaching the destination of happiness or not. So I will tell you what exactly is happening with us, with all of us right now. So when I came to Kerala in the year 2014, I came to Kerala in 2012, but I started working in Kerala from 2014. So when I came to Kerala in 2014, I was posted as Executive Director, Sujitha Mission. Okay? I came there because, I also wanted to prove myself to the world as an IAS officer. Okay? So I wanted to do good work in Kerala. I understood waste management was a very big problem. So I thought, maybe I can prove myself if I find solutions for waste management. So I came here. I started trying to understand what exactly is the problem with the waste that we are generating. So I really did a lot of research. My kids were very young at that time. My daughter was almost 3 years old, and my son was nearing 1 year. I just came back from my maternity leave. So I was having a feeding son and a young toddler daughter. So when I started understanding what is wrong with waste management, the kind of environmental pollution that we are doing, I increasingly understood how this consumerist economy has started destroying our health. We see everywhere, we are seeing increasing number of diseases, whether it is cancer or even for kids, we have autoimmune disorders. We have so many problems, early onset heart attack. People die of heart attacks at 20, 30, 40 years of age. So I never understood, I never realized that there is a connection between this and environmental pollution. So I don't have the time to go into the exact, complete scientific facts about how environmental pollution has started affecting each and every one of us. But I will just say one scientific report to let you know how it has started affecting each and every one of our bodies. There was this United Nations Development Project, UNDP report. When I read this report, as a mother who was having a feeding son, it literally sent shockwaves through my spine. It was a chilling, spine-chilling fact that I came across. What was it? This report said that in an average newborn, when they randomly tested average newborn in today's world, they found that there are about 300 toxins found in the umbilical cord blood of newborns. And these toxins are the most organ damaging, and many of them are cancer causing toxins. And it doesn't stop with these 300 toxins, because the report goes on to say that only the effects of these toxins have been documented on the human body. There are other undocumented toxins which are there which are running to numbers of 3,000. They are saying there are 3,000 chemicals that go into the product making that we do, and that is creating all these problems. So science has started documenting this. And when I was reading the report, at the end of the report also says that these toxins not just stop in the umbilical cord blood, because it is there in the mother's body, it also comes in the mother's milk. So I was feeding my son at that time. And when I came across this report, I was feeling very bad. I wasn't even sure whether I should continue feeding my son. But any day, mother's milk is better than any other milk. So I did continue to feeding my son, but I did become a paranoid mother. And I understood that, why is that this fact is not known to me? Now, father was saying, the principal was saying, that we have such an information overload, right? We have such an, we are in an era of information, free information. But still, how many of us know about this particular report and how environmental pollution has started affecting each and every one of us? Not many of us know that, right? Would you agree with me? Yes? See, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just saying this because we have a very, very dire situation, and most of us are behaving like ostriches burying our heads inside the ground. We still do not know, how environmental pollution is affecting us. Worst, is it just our body which is affected? Father was also saying something like giving time. Time is the most precious gift we give to our children. But most of our time goes where? Into this, right? Isn't it? We lose precious sleep, we lose precious family time, whether it's children or parents. Many of us are addicted to this one device, the smartphones. Einstein said 100 years back, especially children, I want you to listen to this. Einstein said 100 years back, then when the human interface reduces, what he meant was that when the electronic interface increases, the human interface reduces. See, we have thousands of friends in Facebook, Instagram. When you grow up, you'll come to know all this. Or maybe some of you are already on Instagram, I don't know. So when we have thousands of friends on Facebook and Instagram, but we don't have friends whom we can directly sit and talk to. The amount of time we physically sit and talk to another person is very less when compared to the virtual chatting and talking and texting that we do in the virtual world. So that is what Einstein says when the human interface reduces, whereas the electronic interface increases. He said 100 years back, before any of this became so rampant, he said that we will produce a generation of idiots. So are we all idiots then? Do we want to continue to be idiots? So it is a personal choice. Maybe, I don't know, is it because, we have too much of information overload, we have lost our human interface that we are unable to understand this truth? All I'm trying to say is that this school and these students and the parents of these students are going to determine a lot of things in our future world. Let us understand that, climate change, sustainable lifestyle, and everything has a connection with everything we do, whatever we do. So today I'm talking over this mic, right? It has toxins. My phone has toxins. One example would be, there is something called, in every electronic item, they add something called brominated flame retardant. Because, if there is a short circuit while you're talking, it shouldn't burst and catch up in flames. Otherwise, you'll also be burning along with the phone, right? So therefore, they put something called BFR, brominated flame retardant. It is supposed to retard the flames. But the problem is these BFRs emit they keep, every time the phone gets heated up or this mic gets heated up, these BFRs emit fumes. They come as fumes and we start inhaling these fumes. And these are very carcinogenic. Like this, I can give 1,000 examples. Everything we use has toxins because we want to be part of this consumerist lifestyle. We want to derive our happiness from things we own. How many of us feel that I need to have this brand of phone to be happy? I need to get that phone. I need to get that, something or the other. We become this materialistic society and we have become this material respecting world, and success has also come to these definitions. So my point I'm trying to tell you today is that it is time now that we start redefining success. What success means to our children has to have a different meaning than what we've been taught all this while. Success is not a life where we have too many things but very less love or relationship, meaningful relationships, where we have too many virtual friends but no real friends, where we would love to, keep taking resources from Mother Nature without ever thinking of giving it back to her. Let me say that Mother Nature is not very kind all the time. You keep taking from her without giving back to her, she will take everything from you. Stephen Hawking. You know Stephen Hawking? Have you heard of Stephen Hawking? Yes? Again, let me not scare these children. He said that if we continue to do these things, we will become extinct by the year 2100. So 2100, he is saying either leave the planet Earth or be ready to become extinct, is what he is saying. So that's the kind of situation we are in. But let me say that it's not to scare you, but to give you hope. This is the time when if all of us, each and every one of us, as I said, each and every one of us can become like the young boy who picked up the starfish, or each and every one of us can become somebody like Rajendra Singh, there is still hope. There is a lot of hope. Each and every one of you are willing to take responsibility. The first step is to understand these things more. We need to learn about these things. It took me almost 6 months to 1 year to learn and understand these things. We have so much of information all around us. So much of information all around us. It's freely available. We have the Google Guru all the time with us. Let the Guru teach you what you seek. Start seeking what you need to understand. Start seeking what life is all about. There's so much material out there. So the first step in taking the responsibility is to understand more about these aspects about life. What is a sustainable lifestyle? How can we reduce our carbon footprint? What measures can we take to combat climate change? These are the kind of learnings that I hope the school and the children will take it up as part of their education, something that is not easily available in our usual education syllabus. But it is very, very urgent that we start learning about these things. Start thinking out of the box. We have to start thinking out of the box to find solutions. What can we do for a sustainable lifestyle? What can I do so that, whatever I take does not destroy Mother Earth? What can I do to reduce my carbon footprint? What can I do to, combat climate change, to adapt to climate change? So these are the lines I want today's children to think about. If you have any questions, I'll take a few questions and then I'll push on to my next destination. Anybody has any questions? No? No questions? 9A. Is only 9A available here in this auditorium? Only 9A class students are here probably. So any questions from 9A? No? Okay. So I hope I could convey in the limited time whatever I had in mind. I hope that these few minutes have begun a thought process inside all of you. It is just the beginning. We have lots more to do. And we have miles to go before we sleep. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You are and continue to be an inspiration for all of us. You have redefined the very definition of a hero. Thank you for your motivational words on responsibility. After all, who better to speak in this topic than you, who steered the relief operations during the devastating floods in 2018? Thank you for being the hero that all of us aspire to be. We now invite the school leader, Master Dennis K. Robin, to announce the name of the best cadet.
Firstly, I would like to invite our chief guest to hand over the prize to the best cadet. The Satish Radhakrishnan Memorial Award, sponsored by LOBA for the best NCC cadet for the year 2023-24, goes to Cadet Sergeant Aditya R. Now, I would like to invite our father, Principal, Father Salvin Augustine S.J., to hand over the Best Loyalite Award to our chief guest to announce it.
So I take immense pleasure in announcing that the best lilac for 2023-24 is Ashwin Madhav S, Standard 12A.
We would now like to present a memento as a token of gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. K. Vasuki IAS.